I have a question. Why do we travel? Business, tourism, just for fun? Seems there are a lot of reasons. But really, why do we travel? Like, personally, we already have everything we need at home. Friends and family. Our life revolves around our home place, our job, our hobbies, everything we do. We have everything we need where we are, so why would we ever leave it? To see something new, to meet new people, to challenge ourselves, to taste different cultures, to leave our comfort zone. Maybe a little bit of everything. Anyways, traveling is a way to change our perspective of things. Arriving in Namibia was not something I had planned to do this year, or anytime soon for that matter. Like, where even is that? First time being below the equator for me. I was not prepared at all, not physically, not emotionally. But it grew on me every day. You'll see why. Windhoek is the capital of Namibia. It means windy corner, cause it's windy and it's a corner, duh. But I guess we could translate it as a metaphor for our lives as well. Always traveling, never certain about anything. I like that. We got to see the largest animal national park in the world. Yes, in the world. Etosha Park used to be 110,000 square kilometers, which is as big as the country I live in. Crazy, right? Right now it's around 22,000 square kilometers, but that's still huge. Every animal that comes into your mind when you say Africa, it's there. The full package. The best part is that the animals are free and it's you in a cage, the car that travels around them. Kinda like a reverse zoo. Seeing nature just be nature while you're just a spectator is just something else. So here's the plan. What we're going to do is travel as much as possible to all parts of Namibia in the span of the next 10 days, using only our rental cars and the retractable tents that go on the roof. The adventurous spirit is already among us. Nighttime is for reflecting. Wow, what great places we visited today, and what could we expect tomorrow? The future is ahead of us, and with it, the excitement that follows. Early mornings can only mean one thing: another day ahead of us full of adventure. Etosha was great and a perfect immersion into the journey, but that's only the beginning of our story. What we're gonna see from now on is much more interesting and unexpected. Probably the most interesting, or at least the most immersive part of the journey was visiting the land of the Damara. It's the oldest living tribe in Namibia, and we got to see part of their culture. A little bit cold today, but yeah.
Did you understand?
Yes.
And this is the dark. And the meat in the shop. Because the arrow, he will prepare the force that will make the animal weak in the body. We came at the end of the program. I hope.
Looking at these seemingly poorer people, I got myself thinking. They actually seem more happy, more content. They cherish life every day as everyone should. They sing and dance and express themselves. Truly tribal. The Dabaran people craft their own tools and jewelry, and you can buy some authentic souvenirs from their handmade shop. Doing it again. Boredom is truly something. You try to find the beauty in everything, see the movement, feel the music, so to speak. Most of Namibia's land is rocky, so not much happens there. All you can do is watch nature do its thing and blend in. There are rock paintings from before Christ. This is the first sign of human art, of individual thought and of civilization. Truly magnificent. And off we go again. Traveling almost seems like a dream sometimes. You're so far away from where you originally are, you seem to see things that are almost not real. The mind starts playing games on you. It's so fun. Traveling is a way to escape, to reflect. Change of environment often leads to a change in us as well. Going hundreds of kilometers to get to the middle of nowhere is something else. To see giant rocks thousands of years older than you and nothing else. To wander. They said this was going to be the best sunset in our life, so looking forward to that. Starting to get used to the fact that we'll be here for a while. Feels like a different world, literally. But it's amazing how much variety planet Earth has. Just watching the sunset and thinking, life is a path, you know, and we all share it at some point or another. Climbing the highest mountain in Namibia before breakfast. Yeah, seems pretty usual for us by now. Gotta get those muscles going and the beautiful shots taken. The rock drawings here are thousands of years old, done by the Bushmen, which are one of the first tribes in the history of the earth. And that is before the first sign of any modern religion. Some Bushmen still live in Namibia and Angola. Thanks to our awesome guide Jenny, we learned about the Bushmen and how humanity started to develop right here in Africa. Life is a game of shadows. You are who you pretend to be, but sometimes it's the other way around. Seeing yourself be such a small part of everything is really humbling and very much needed nowadays. To just accept the fact that you're only an observer and not the creator. Being in the now and trying to enjoy it as much as possible. To my surprise and probably yours as well, there are seals in Namibia. Definitely not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Africa. But as it turns out, all of Namibia's west side is ocean, and there is quite a big variety of species there. The seals, although cute, smelled extremely bad. There are 1.6 million seals in Namibia, which is only a million less than the people living in Namibia. They can eat up to 15 kilograms of meat per day, but even that could be an understatement. Namibia is also one of Africa's largest producers of salt, which comes in big ass crystals and they look pretty cool. Hope they don't take them from us at the airport when we're leaving. Spoiler, that's exactly what happened. Skeleton Beach is the creepiest place I've ever seen. So dark and mysterious, literally nothing but an abandoned ship in the middle of the sea and the birds flying around searching for food. There are some bones too, hence the name. Spooky. Swakopmund is a seaside city, one of the most developed and industrialized in Namibia. Good food too. Some people call it Little Miami. They don't, they just made it up. Anyway, Sailing in the cold Atlantic Ocean. Getting up so early you don't even know where you are. Getting on a catamaran with a group of 40 people, and off we go. The horizon ahead of you. Wait, is that a pelican? Some seals coming into play too. Yes, all kinds of life everywhere when you're out in the sea. Cold but fresh, if you know what I mean. We were supposed to be whale watching, but we didn't see no whales. We saw some dolphins though, so can't really complain.
How long you gonna be in Namibia?
Till Friday.
Till Friday, then you're going back. It's too short. You guys need to see the world, the whole world. You get 6 different kinds of flamingos.
There are quite a lot of pink-legged friends in Namibia too. It's like, who put them there? So exotic, and yet here they are.
Million cubic tons of salt per year.
We went for a car ride in the biggest dune region in the country. You have to be certified to drive on sand, by the way, because it's much harder than regular roads. And the tires are flat on purpose so you can get through the sand without sinking in. That was also the only day without our usual cars, so we were unprepared for all the wind and all the sand we had to eat. Anyway, you only remember the good stuff. the only day traveling without much happening, but we got to see the never-ending landscape of Namibia. The rarest trees on earth, waiting to be discovered by you and to take a selfie, of course. The road continues, so does life. A place that looks like Radiator Springs? Yes, Solitaire is the old car cemetery turned tourist attraction in Namibia. We also had the best apple pie there cause it's the only one in the whole country. We also had a campfire that evening to celebrate life and the journey we had been on so far. One of the hottest days, but also one I will remember the most. You've all seen stock footage of people climbing dunes and stuff, right? Well, in reality it's much harder and more tiring, cause with every step up you go 2 steps down. But the view. Big Daddy is the highest dune in Namibia and the view is wonderful. Going down was so much fun. Then we got to see Deadvlei, the dead plateau with trees hundreds of years old. Almost like a movie set, totally alien. Actually, the most alien thing there is you. Then the canyon, like you're at the bottom of the ocean, truly ancient, you can almost feel the energy. And this place was full of water back in 2021, so not that long ago. to get up so early in the morning. Last day of adventure. But it was so worth it. Cold wind on the way there, and we get in. Highest I've ever been southern of the equator. Higher than the dune. We actually saw the dune we climbed yesterday on that plane ride. to have taken a plane ride before breakfast in Namibia. Sounds pretty made up, but I was there and it happened. I don't know if you understand how huge Namibia actually is. We literally traveled hundreds of kilometers every single day, so it was pretty physically exhausting. Definitely the longest and most memorable trip in my life yet. But I guess the memories gathered throughout this trip are much more than the shots you just saw, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. Rich in spirit, low in energy. That's how every journey should end, like a book. Till the next one. So why do we travel? To know ourselves, to challenge ourselves, to see the world from a different point of view, and by that to make it slightly better. After all we do is gather memories, so why don't we make them good ones? Keep collecting, enriching our experience, so one day we ourselves can become a good memory.